Apple appears to be preparing a product that could become the company's most important device since the first iPhone. According to insiders from the Asian supply chain and sources close to Cupertino, Apple is finalizing the development of a next-generation personal AI gadget, a compact wearable device that could potentially replace the smartphone as we know it. And if everything goes according to plan, the presentation may take place as early as this year. This is not just a new accessory, but a fundamentally new category of devices. Inside the company, the project is reportedly codenamed Apple Halo or Apple Aura, a personal AI companion that combines the functions of the iPhone, Siri, Apple Watch, and even partially Apple Vision Pro in one compact body. The main idea is to remove the screen as the primary interface and replace it with projection, voice, and neural network control. According to leaks, the device will be slightly larger than an AirPods case, featuring an aluminum body, a glass front panel, and a new generation built-in microprojector. This projector can display the iOS interface directly onto the user's palm or any surface. Moreover, it is not just an image. The system tracks finger movements via LiDAR and ultra-wide-angle cameras, turning the palm into an interactive display. At the core of the gadget is a new 5th-generation Apple Neural Engine chip, designed specifically for autonomous AI operation without constant cloud connectivity. Rumors suggest that the performance of the local AI model is comparable to a reduced GPT-level version optimized for the Apple ecosystem. This means the device will be able to process voice, text, images, navigation, analyze the environment, and even provide real-time recommendations, completely offline. One of the key features is the so-called Context Awareness Engine. This system continuously analyzes the surroundings through cameras and microphones, but does so locally, without transmitting data to the cloud. The device understands where you are, who you are talking to, what you are discussing, and offers prompts, reminders, or actions before you even ask for them. For example, if you are standing at an airport, the gadget automatically displays your boarding pass on your palm. If you are discussing a meeting, it immediately suggests adding it to the calendar. According to analysts, Apple is testing 3 versions of the device: a base model with around 12 hours of active use battery life, an advanced version with an additional battery module, and a professional version aimed at developers and the corporate segment. Charging is said to be via a new type magnetic connector or a wireless MagDock station. A separate emphasis is placed on security. A built-in biometric sensor reads the vein pattern in the palm and also uses voice identification. This means that access to data is possible only after confirming the owner's identity. According to insiders, Apple is betting on privacy as its main argument against competitors. But perhaps the most interesting aspect is the reaction within the industry itself. After the release of Vision Pro, many were skeptical about new form factors, yet Apple is not retreating from its strategy of gradually moving toward a post-iPhone era. If fans accept the new AI gadget as a convenient alternative to the smartphone, the company could begin a slow but systematic transition to a world without traditional screens. Now imagine this gadget integrating with Apple Car, with a smart home, and with future wearable devices. You walk into your apartment, the lights turn on automatically. You look at a product in a store, its ingredients, price, and reviews appear on your palm. You walk down the street, navigation literally attaches itself to reality through projection. Some sources claim that Apple is also testing a companion mode, where the AI does not just respond to requests, but becomes a digital assistant with personality, capable of maintaining dialogue, analyzing the owner's mood, and adapting its behavior to the user's habits. If the presentation really does take place this year, it will not simply be the launch of a new product, but a test of society's readiness for the next stage of technological evolution. Because the success of the device will depend not on its specifications, but on the audience's reaction. Are people ready to entrust their everyday lives to a compact AI companion? Are they ready to abandon the familiar screen in favor of projections and voice? If the answer turns out to be positive, we may witness the beginning of a new era, the era of personal AI devices, where the smartphone becomes only an intermediate stage in the history of technology. Apple is once again trying to do what it has done before: change the way people interact with the digital world. And if this project truly sees the light of day, then in a few years we may look back on 2026 as the moment when the transition from smartphones to next-generation AI companions began. But if you dig deeper, it becomes clear. Apple is not simply creating another gadget. The company is effectively trying to seize the future from those who rely exclusively on cloud-based AI. And this is where the key strategy lies: full control over hardware, software, and the neural network. According to rumors, Apple is developing its own compact language model optimized for energy efficiency. This is not a giant cloud system, but a narrow, intelligent module trained on user scenarios: communication, navigation, finance, everyday tasks. Thanks to this, the gadget will be able to operate instantly, without delays, without sending data to a server, and without the risk of leaks. Insiders also speak about a new adaptive interface technology. Unlike the static iOS, the interface will dynamically restructure itself according to context. If you are driving, the projection will be minimalist, with large elements. If you are working, an extended task panel mode will appear. If you are walking down the street, the system will automatically activate enhanced brightness and contrast mode for better visibility. Another interesting point is the possible integration with neural sensors. According to unconfirmed reports, Apple is testing microsensors capable of analyzing pulse, stress levels, and even micro movements of the hand in order to anticipate user intentions. This means that in the future, the gadget may respond to your actions even before a voice command. Raise your hand, a menu appears, clench your fingers, the action is confirmed. And if this technology truly works as intended, we will get a completely new way of interacting with the digital environment. Without a screen, without touching glass, without the familiar interface. In addition, analysts suggest that Apple may use this product as a platform for a future ecosystem of services. Imagine an AI Plus subscription, where a personal assistant receives expanded capabilities, deep financial analytics, automatic subscription management, advanced real-time translation, synchronized conversation translation through AirPods. Special attention is also being paid to battery life. According to information from manufacturing supply chains, Apple is testing a new silicon anode-based battery, which would increase energy density without increasing the size of the body. This could provide up to 18 hours of mixed use, a serious figure for such a compact device. But the most strategic aspect is the gradual transition of users. No one intends to kill the iPhone overnight. Most likely, the device will become an additional product that initially works in tandem with the smartphone, and then gradually begins to take on more and more functions. First notifications, then calls, then navigation, then most everyday tasks. If Apple has calculated everything correctly, in 5 to 7 years, the smartphone may become just an auxiliary screen, while the primary interface will be a personal AI companion. And that is why the upcoming presentation could become one of the most important in recent years. Because what is at stake is not just a new product. What is at stake is the next stage in the evolution of personal technology. And if the audience embraces this format, if Apple fans feel the magic, that it just works, we may witness the birth of a new device category that changes the market just as the first iPhone once did.